or let's take his death on the cross as being a vicarious sacrifice. And somebody says, oh, you're a fundamentalist, using that as a pejorative term. Meaning that, well, if I can identify you as a fundamentalist, then your principle of Jesus' death on the cross has got to be rejected. Well, in the first place, is the notion of vicarious atonement unique to fundamentalism? Huh? Neo-Orthodoxy, in many varieties, maintains a vicarious atonement. Orthodoxy maintains a vicarious atonement. You see, you don't have to be a fundamentalist to believe in the vicarious atonement. But if we can associate your principle or your argument with some unpleasant or unlovable group, then automatically we've destroyed the argument. But you see, it's irrelevant. Because if something comes from a Roman Catholic or a fundamentalist or whatever it comes from, if it comes from a communist, does that make the argument wrong? The devil can give a cogent argument, couldn't he? And the very fact that the devil gives it does not make the argument fallacious. Now, where does the question of character or personal integrity enter into argumentation and debate? What part of our culture is very much concerned with the matter of character in the giving of argumentation? Courtroom situations where we have variant testimony and somebody is obviously lying. See? And you're trying to establish the truth, and you're trying to find out who is telling the truth, if anyone, and who is lying. Then the question of character witness and character testimony becomes very relevant. For example, if we can establish that a person has been guilty of perjury 100 times, see, been convicted of perjury 100 times, and is a notorious liar, and he gives his word under oath in the court, is his testimony as credible as someone who's never convicted of perjury? Certainly not, because credibility is established in our lives on the basis of past performance, isn't it? However, let's keep this before us. Is it possible that a notorious liar can tell the truth?
Yeah.
Yes. And even if we could establish that a person was a notorious liar, that in and of itself would not demonstrate that on this occasion he was lying. It would certainly raise questions about his credibility, generally speaking, but it could not demonstrate conclusively that he was indeed a liar. But ad hominem abusive is more involved with false accusations, or accusations that are utterly irrelevant to the situation.